Welcome to Kids A-Cookin', where kids come first and cooking is fun. I'm Karen, and today I have Keenan helping me in the kitchen. What's your favorite dessert, Keenan?
Oh, I have no clue. All of them.
All of them? All desserts? Well, they probably change according to the seasons, right?
Probably, yeah.
Well, we're making easy peach crisp today, which is great when it's cold outside. And then you can add some ice cream, too, and so that's kind of mixing summer and winter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be sure you wash your hands at home before you get started. We've already done that. To start this recipe, you need to spray an 8-inch square glass baking dish with cooking spray, and we've already done that too. Our next step is to dump in 3 16-ounce cans of sliced peaches which have been drained. Now keep in mind that when a recipe calls for a certain size can, you can use other size cans that might be more economical to buy, particularly when it's a recipe that's not real particular about the amount. If you have a few more peaches in this or a little less, that's okay. Now you need to measure a 1/3 cup margarine, and it's best to do this when your margarine is cold right out of the fridge, because then it won't squish as you're doing that. Have you ever tried to cut margarine that's warm? So take it right out of the fridge while it's cold. You're going to measure 1/3, which is 5 1/3 tablespoons. After measuring your butter or margarine, you want to remove the wrapper and put it in a small glass dish in the microwave for about 45 seconds to melt it. Now we're going to combine our ingredients for our topping. In a separate bowl, you want to mix a 1/3 cup flour. Before you measure flour, you kind of want to stir it around like this so that it's not packed down tight and you'll get a more accurate measurement, okay? So spoon a 1/3 cup flour into your measuring cup, and then you want to level it off with a knife to make sure that you have a good measure. Just spoon it in there lightly. You don't want to pack this down. And then just measure it off. You look like you've done that before. Okay, put that down and go ahead and put that in here. We're going to add 1 cup of oats. You can spoon those out with that measuring cup, just 1 cup. Gotta dig deep, don't you? Add 1 cup of oats. Then we're going to add 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Now this is an ingredient that you do want to pack down, unlike the flour. We'll pack that down tight, and then we'll add that. Now we also want to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Want to dump those in for me? Okay. We have these already measured, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Looks like a good topping. We just need to stir it all together, combine it a little bit, and then we'll add the margarine. Okay. You mix that up a little bit, break up that brown sugar. Then I'll pour the melted margarine in. You just want to mix it all together till it's crumbly. Okay. That'll make it crisp up nice and good once it's in the oven. Have you ever had peach crisp?
No.
You haven't?
But apple crisp.
Apple crisp, that's good. How about cherry crisp?
No, I don't think so.
Do this with all kinds of fruits. Now we want to just sprinkle this over the top of our peaches. Spread those out a little bit better. Okay, now we're just going to put this in the microwave for about 7 to 8 minutes. Now this recipe works well in a regular oven too. You just preheat the oven to 325 degrees and bake for 22 to 25 minutes or until it's golden brown and bubbly. Be sure to have dry, heat-proof surface ready for this dish when it comes from the oven. Water on the stove or countertop can cause the hot glass dish to break. Remind young cooks that even dishes in the microwave oven get hot, so use a thick, dry hot pad to remove the crisp for cooling. We have our hot pads ready, and we are ready for peach crisp. Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fruit crisp are simple to make and a delicious way to add fruit to your family's day. Though recipes may vary slightly, crisp are all similar and quick to make. Instead of canned peaches, for instance, you may wish to use canned or fresh apples, berries, rhubarb, or cherries. There are dozens of possibilities. As for the topping, it is usually a mixture of oats or granola with some sugar and spices added in, and some flour to slightly thicken the fruit juices. With canned fruit, a crisp becomes a quick dessert you can make with all the ingredients on hand in your cupboard. Although fruit crisps are easy, they are so tasty that your family will love them, and they will benefit from the extra serving of fruit and whole grain. This peach crisp smells so good it's hard to resist, isn't it? Let's go ahead and give it a try. Serve this with some whipped topping or ice cream for a real treat. What do you think? Is it good? For more information about this recipe and helpful hints to make cooking easier, visit our website, kidsacookin.ksu.edu. And when you do, check out our We Need Your Help section. We'll see you next time on Kids A Cookin'.